Few people recognize the extensive and lasting contributions made to modern science by Nikola Tesla. Having registered over 700 patents worldwide during his long and eventful career, the prolific inventor was a true visionary and a gift to modern human progress. Although Thomas Edison is credited in popular culture as the father of the light bulb, indeed, all industry as we know it today owes Tesla a great debt. Nikola Tesla, who was born on 10 July 1856, has long been a fascinating and enigmatic figure. While his contributions to science went underappreciated for years, his work like a system of arc lighting. Some say his concepts during the following years were greatly influenced by Veda. The Vedas are considered the earliest literary record of Vedic civilization. The most sacred books of India consisting of hymns, prayers, myths, historical accounting which date back at least 5,000 years. The nature of matter, antimatter, and the makeup of atomic structure are described in the Vedas. The language of the Vedas is known as Sanskrit. Once Nikola Tesla says all perceptible matter comes from a primary substance, or tenuity beyond conception, filling all space, the akasha or luminiferous ether, which is acted upon by the life-giving prana or creative force, calling into existence, in never-ending cycles all things and phenomena. This proves that Tesla was aware of ancient concepts and the correlation it had with the science he was working on, using Sanskrit words like akasha and prana to describe the force and matter that exists all around us. These words come from the Upanishads. According to the information obtained from the archive in the Nikola Tesla Museum, Tesla gained knowledge of the Vedic terminology during his meetings with Swami Vivekananda. Leland Anderson, founder of Tesla Society, suggested that it was through association with Swami Vivekananda that Tesla may have come into contact with Sanskrit terminology. During the 3 years that Swami Vivekananda toured the United States and Europe, Vivekananda met with many of the well-known scientists of the time, including Lord Kelvin and Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla was much impressed to hear from the Swami Vivekananda his explanation of the Samkhya cosmogony and the theory of cycles given by the Hindus. He was particularly struck by the resemblance between the Samkhya theory of matter and energy and that of modern physics. In 1895, Swami Vivekananda shared with Tesla the idea of matter and energy to be one, and requested him to prove it through mathematics. However, Tesla failed to accomplish it. Vivekananda also interacted with the other two giants of Western science, namely William Thomson and von Helmholtz in New York. Eventually, after 10 years, in 1905, Albert Einstein proved the oneness of matter and energy. E=mc². Nikola Tesla, taking original knowledge from Vedas, invented many things that we all use on a daily basis, but most people have never even heard of him, because his name was removed from common history, just like much of the teaching of the Vedas, and he was eventually murdered. He knew too much and wanted to share it freely for the betterment of mankind, not to exploit it. Unfortunately, not everyone saw eye to eye with him. In ancient India, some selective greatest teachings were passed to the deserving sages verbally, which remain stored in their memories, so that the power of knowledge is not misused by demonic beings, referring to texts, if it were written. Only the knowledge which was helpful for mankind were passed to common human beings. True to this belief of Vedas, all Tesla's engineering was done in his head. He never worked things out on paper or used scale models to come to a functioning final result. Things would appear in his head, and he would simply record it exactly as it came to him, similar to Beethoven. Tesla died with the BrahmaAstra Scalar Interferometer knowledge in his head. As he did not want to give this destructive Vedic technology to the US military and Vatican, as promised to Vivekananda. It was to help mankind, not to destroy or enslave. What do you think about this? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.